Thanks for joining today to hear from Netafim on how they are digitizing their sales processes. I'm Falk Brauer from In Mein Cloud, SVP Digital and Global Pre-Sales, and I worked with Netafim in different roles in the past years to grow their sales and dealer business on digital platforms. With me today as co-moderator Bruce from Ecenta, who worked with Netafim, especially in the US, on digitalizing their seller experience. With us today from Netafim side, Arnon Rosenbaum, SVP Technology and Innovation, Jim Hunt, Market Segment Leader at Netafim US, Luis Heimpel, Sales Manager in Netafim Brazil, Andre Herrera, Engineering Manager in Netafim Brazil too, Omer Gerson, Director Digital Analytics and Innovation at Netafim, and Ariel Barshan, Program Manager at Netafim. Thanks everybody for sharing your wisdom. Please note that this webinar was pre-recorded partially yesterday to ensure a smooth experience today. And you will realize that we used the time to create a very special webinar experience for you today. We will have a live Q&A at the end. Please post your questions anytime during the webinar. For everybody who is not so familiar with Netafim, its brand and positioning as a digital leader in manufacturing, let's get a short overview in this video.
More than 50 years ago, Netafim was founded on a small kibbutz in Israel and introduced drip irrigation to the world. Drop by drop, field by field, we have become the world's largest irrigation company, leading the drip irrigation revolution and helping the world grow more with less. With its end-to-end smart irrigation solutions, Netafim offers a diverse portfolio of products and services that address every need, from the water source to the plant's root. Starting with unique financing capabilities and best-in-class planning, through leading agronomic and technical know-how, to cutting-edge innovative irrigation technology. We will accelerate the growth and drive mass adoption of smart irrigation solutions by investing significant efforts and resources in developing emerging markets, deploying large-scale irrigation projects, and increasing the penetration in commodity crops. Netafim is leading the way into the future.
I think that gives a pretty good impression. Let me first welcome Arnon. Hi Arnon, thanks for joining us today. You are our SVP Technology and Innovation, and your team plays a key role in Netafim's digital transformation. Netafim is really a thought leader, not only in the area of smart irrigation, but also in the manufacturing in general, especially in the go-to-market. How you drive innovation, how you bring it to market, and how you engage with your customers and partners via digital channels is really exceptional. Can you tell us a little bit about how you see the industry evolving and how you operate?
Thanks, Falk. Always happy to talk about what we do at Netafim. We originally started decades ago as original business pioneering drip irrigation systems. However, today we've evolved into the largest irrigation company in the world, serving customers with smart irrigation solutions in 110 countries around the globe. In some markets, we service our customers via our direct sales force, but our worldwide success depends largely on our dealer network. To grow both of these sales channels, we not only invest in digital products, but we also devote time, energy, and resources into digital sales solutions. We use these solutions for our own sales force to gain speed and agility when interacting with our clients, as well as providing an easy-to-use platform for our dealers to engage with us and with their customers. Our focus is to improve customer experience and give an integral solution across all our go-to-market channels. Through our digital strategy, we are gaining even more momentum in growth markets like China and South America. We use our sales solutions to expand our dealer network and market access, For instance, we use tools to automate and simplify the design of irrigation systems and generate design-based quotes for our customers. We are also benefiting by increasing market share and share of wallet in established regions like the US and Europe. My personal, as well as my organization's mission, is to make sure that our partners and our own sales force have a hassle-free, integral experience across all engagement channels to serve farmers around the world. InMindCloud and Ecenta have contributed to this by helping us create the first of its kind tool to automatically generate design-based quotes. This allows us to serve customers with greater accuracy and improved customer experience while using less of our resources.
Thanks, Arnon. And from your company growth last year, we can see that you're really successful in what you're doing. Maybe let's hear a little bit about from your regional businesses. Our next guest is Jim Hunt, Market Segment Leader at Netafim US. Before we talk to him, we have a short video from Netafim US with first-hand customer and partner voices.
I'm Dan Lepkus, farm in northern Illinois, Ogle County. We have a cattle and grain operation. When we purchased this property, everything on it was rain-fed. It was a poor piece of property as far as productivity because of the sandy soils. People told me that if you buy that, you're going to go broke because you can't raise a crop on it. So it was a gamble every year, and we needed to find a way to put water on it.
With drip irrigation, we're able to take out the variableness of yield that's caused by adverse weather, infrequent rain events, and we're really able to add a lot of stability to their yield and to their revenue stream.
Hi Jim, that's outstanding. Your customers and dealers really can rely on a unique product offering. Now can you maybe tell us a bit more about your digital experience transformation in the US?
Thanks, Bruce. It's my pleasure. Our U.S. customers and dealers in general have high expectations, not only towards our products, but also for the service level that we provide. If we look back a decade ago, our dealers were mainly working with price books and had to manually calculate their price based on a discount, typically in a spreadsheet that they developed on their own. Today, they can just enter our portal, pick the products that they need, get an accurate, up-to-date price, and create an order. Another important area is enablement and exchange with our customers, from landscape and agricultural dealers to our grower customers. To address that need well over a decade ago, we implemented our Netafim University program, through which we share best practices and technical information. Traditionally, this was all hands-on, but today it includes live online training as well. To ease the knowledge transfer and achieve a competitive edge for our dealers in terms of speed to offer, we digitalize the knowledge of our most experienced design engineers into a system. On projects up to 200 hectares, users can quickly locate the field in Google Maps, mark the field to be irrigated, and with a few clicks, the system calculates all the hydraulics, pressure, pipe diameters, and specifies pumps, filters, and other equipment that is needed. Especially now in this time of the COVID-19 pandemic, it really pays off that we invested in these digital tools early.
Thanks, Jim. It seems you're in very good shape compared to other manufacturing companies that are now catching up on their digital sales infrastructure. Let's hear from other regions. What are their specifics? Hi, Luis. You're a sales manager at Netafim Brazil. Can you tell us a few specifics of your market and why it is very important to roll out a digital solution to your sales and dealers over there?
Hi, thanks for the invitation. Brazil is a country that demands from Netafim a different way of acting. Because of the size of the country with different regions, crops, climate, we need to deal with very different types of situations. With our digital tools, we can quickly apply our knowledge and optimize our pre-sales activities to achieve more with less effort. Let me also share a short video of one of our clients here in Brazil.
Meu pai era bom produtor de café, ele tinha média de 30 a 35 sacos por hectare. Comecei a irrigação em 99, tivemos uma surpresa na primeira safra, quando começamos a irrigar, de 56 sacos por hectare num café Icatu. Primitivismo e vinha para a era moderna.
Pela manhã, nós já vamos no computador e ver como estão as leituras do solo. Isso aqui é uma ferramenta super importante para nós.
Colocar na ponta do lápis e compará-lo, o projeto de irrigação com o projeto de sequeiro, você vai ver que você acaba pagando a irrigação no primeiro ano de safra.
Amazing. My next guest is Andrei, engineering manager in Brazil. He certainly has something to add in terms of easing the life of his team with sales automation tools. Hi Andrei, can you share your thoughts and experiences on this topic?
Brazil is in general rich in water. Out of irrigation methods in Brazil can be considered modern compared to those of the other countries. But flood and sprinkler irrigation is still widely used rather than a smart irrigation technology. It requires precise planning to gain the full productivity and the cost savings, while traditional methods are easy to implement but have a much lower ROI. Therefore, we still need to educate the market, digitally capture the knowledge on how to build a 95% perfect design. It's crucial to spread this technology across the country and with more and more dealers and customers. It also improves the SLAs with our customers, reduce costs of the department, and boost our conversion rates. We started internal usage just to create a solid understanding and roll it out to the dealers once we are 100% sure that we can support them on every aspect of our digital project estimation. You want to be sure that we give them to the best tool that brings a lot and added value and achieves win-win situation for Netafim and our dealers.
Thanks Andrei. Great closing words. Let me introduce now our next guest, Ariel. Ariel is project manager in Arnon's Technology and Innovation Group. Hi Ariel, your passion is and always was to enable dealers and sales reps with product knowledge at global scale. Can you share a few insights on the experience that you want to deliver, the challenges on the way and the capabilities that you build? Maybe you can also tell a little bit about the success stories that you have so far.
Hi Falk, yes, this is true. My main passion are one, Netafim, and second, design. And I really want to enable people worldwide to go more with less. Here we see the overall process and the touch point between our customers, partner, and Netafim. There are a few key pillars to the success of the solution. Our users are not IT persons, so we needed to make sure that it's very easy for them to capture the exact customer requirements. Even though we wanted to make it very easily to operate, we still wanted to make sure that it's powerful, that we can cope with this initial variation of an irrigation system, that we want to optimize it to the maximum, highest performance for the lowest price possible. This is our customer objective. Last, we wanted to enable our user to offer 100% complete turnkey solution. This means that beyond of the piping, we need to cater to all subsystems and components, which next to a lot of pipe also include plenty of valves, pumps, fertigation, filtration, and an automation system, which is required if you want to operate the whole system from your mobile.
Thanks, Ariel, for those insights. That sounds very complicated to me.
To make it very easy for the user, we have adopted interactive in and output methodology. Due to the nature of our business, this is a map. The CAD option that the system also offered did not fulfill the needs. Between the two steps of providing the input and receiving the output, the user can select the design via a kind of guided questionnaire and build the option that works best for his customer based on his understanding on the ground. He can also create different versions to check different alternatives within a second to understand the impact on the hydraulics and price. An external user does have like 30 options to design the system. Our own engineer can really fine-tune it to be about 300 options. Any change will have a huge impact. Our system logic makes sure that you design to the maximum performance at the lowest cost. And it is important that we have extract this knowledge from our best engineers. Some are with more than 50 years of experience, one of a kind in the world.
Thanks, Ariel. What did you achieve with the system? How is the accuracy, and what do your dealers say about it? How much can you share with us?
The ultimate goal, and I think we have talked about it, is to really build a unique experience around our product. Let's be very clear. In our business, fast time to offer is a real competitive advantage. Deriving the initial design and offer right in front of the customer, if you want to go there, is unique. And instead of discussing about the design, you can just try it out before you go into all the details. This uniqueness helps to focus our discussions on where the real value is for our customers: revenue growth, cost saving, and return on investment. To be successful in that game, we needed to be very sure that our automated design are at least 90% precise. And we have tested it with hundreds of projects, and by now have a vast experience in that. We can now say that we even reach a 90% of precision compared to a human design with a CAD. Where in the past you still needed to go through price list afterwards to give project cost estimation. Last, we are closely following the adoption by our dealers, and we can proudly say that on the year-over-year comparison, we see a growth of 90% in the usage by our sales and dealers. We're not where we want to be, but we see the impacts.
That was really interesting, and it gives an idea of what you've achieved. It would also be interesting to hear how your IT is operating and which strategy is behind that.
Hi Bruce. Yes, I'm glad you are asking. Let me flash our major strategic pillars from IT side and go into more details from there. One of the most important things for us at Netafim is that we see ourselves as true business partners. We work closely with the business. We even tend to think that we are part of the business. We generate value, and today buyer experience is a major value and we invest heavily into it. We support the buyer experience across the whole value chain, no matter whether we engage in the region with our direct sales force or partners. The experience must be great and very much the same, considering and respecting all the regional differences. But it does not end there. From offer to order to production, delivery, and after-sales services, our experience has to be superior. Agility and innovation is at the core of Netafim's DNA, so it is rooted in the IT department. To move fast and to create a quick time to value, you need trusted partners like InMind Cloud and Ecenta. Sure, sometimes you need to go the extra mile to achieve what you signed up for, but it is important that you never lose that mindset. Moving fast also means to let go. Building your in-house capabilities and take over is key as well to remain fast and innovative on a regional and global level. Think global, act local. When we embark on something new, we always think global. This is what we did when we embarked on the journey to improve our dealer experience. But to be successful, you need to address the local needs and differences in the business. No matter where you look at Netafim, from Netafim pricing to our front-end experience for dealers and customers, we appreciate the regional divergences. End-to-end experiences and an integral mindset are another pillar. Many companies slow down their innovation and agility by implementing siloed systems. At Netafim, we believe in an integral experience. Everything needs to be connected. A good example is probably our pricing strategy. If we update a price or product in our ERP, it needs to be available everywhere immediately. Another example, we cannot afford to slow down our deliveries by manual order processing or copying data from one system to another manually. This would harm our competitiveness and service experience.
Thank you, Omer, for these wise closing words. With this, we will open it up to our Q&A.
All right. So one question area is about adoption and how the users pick up the solution. Maybe Ariel, can you explain us how you're coping with this? How do you onboard people and how are you making sure that they succeed with using your digital tools?
That's a good question. We always try to keep everything as simple as possible. Starting from the end, order and tracking delivery is very easy. Pick the product that you need, get your price, order and check delivery status coming directly from our ERP backend. If it comes to the tools that are more built for solution design, a certain complexity will be always there. And people are usually happy to learn about new software, let's say. Now, people are usually happy with the way they work and nobody wants to change. Also, people tend to be afraid that their work becomes less valuable when it became partially automated. And people tend to be afraid of errors when they do not have everything under their control. We are still learning on all the factors that make users adopt our digital solutions. It really needs a series of action to make users feel comfortable. To make it easy, we have two modes. One of our dealer, which is about 30 parameters, and internally we can fine-tune with a few hundreds parameters. And we can also collaborate with our dealers online to find an even more optimal design. One thing that we started years ago is really comparing an automatically generated design to manually created design from project worldwide. We learned a lot of things about how to optimize a solution design and also about the limitations. But what we also learned and what we can tell today, that is for, let's say, 300 number of projects that we compared over the last years, we are in the range of plus minus 5% of the human design with respect to the human created design. This is already good started to build confidence with our users. In addition, we have first started to use internally using a train-the-trainer approach. So everybody in the regional team is aware of everybody detail to help our dealer community to onboard quickly. And finally, we do a marketing. We really do market our digital solution to our dealers so they see the benefit to the work and how can help them to win more deals with less effort. And we really see it happening. We do help our dealers to be faster in their go-to-market and get ahead of the competition. And you need to be a bit of consistency and bring a bit of patience.
Another question area is about the implementation and project work. How did you embark on that one? Maybe Omer, can you give us some insights on that?
Sure, Falk. First and foremost, it was important to find the right partners and technology. We had a very detailed assessment of a lot of vendors, and InMind Cloud and Ecenta just stood out. Both are very much focused on manufacturing industries and understood what our overall business objective was. At the end, you are searching for a partner when you want to achieve something, not just a vendor. Next, we needed to find the right project team. As I mentioned before, we see that we need to have a heterogeneous and globalized team to win. While the business is driving the needs and requirements, we from IT side help with everything that is needed. We don't go out to the regional businesses and just give them a solution. We really work hand in hand, regional business, global business, IT, and of course our partners, and that across all time zones.
What were your success criteria and how did you reach where you're currently at?
Consistency is certainly one criteria. You need to believe in the success right from the start, and of course seek feedback and measure on whether you are doing the right things on the way. The other thing is certainly focus. When you embark on transforming your go-to-market, many people have a lot of ideas. Keeping what you do closely aligned with your objective is important. Of course, you also want to make sure that you get everybody on board to be successful at the end.
Maybe in addition to this, Ariel, can you give a few insights on the day-to-day work with the project team in the past?
Sure. There were different working modes over time. When we embarked on something new, we had a more detailed plan at the beginning. For example, when we embarked on a new region with some special requirement, maybe something worth mentioning that our region work very independent when it comes to the product range that they offer. So we had to always check which products are the right one for the region and which design criteria are important. For instance, regulations in US are very different than Europe. Worth mentioning is that also we had very detailed plans in those phases. We still were working in very agile fashion to have the maximum impact in the smallest amount of time. Also, we worked always very closely with our regional teams and selected dealers to help us steer the direction. During such times, we had usually daily calls, weekly status meeting, and monthly steering committees, so we are all aligned. There were other times when rolling out to new regions, did training and the like. And a lot of people needed to work in close collaboration across time zones and with very different skills. That can feel something a bit chaotic as a surprise may pop up. But as Omer mentioned, if everybody keeps the focus, you can only succeed.
Omer, I know we agreed that we do not talk about technology and software features and the like, but the audience is obviously very interested in understanding a little bit more. So can you tell us something maybe in like 5 sentences about this topic?
Okay, maybe let me put it like this. We selected a technology platform based on our strengths. We do really have a strong ERP team and wanted to leverage all the data from there and leverage the skills of our IT team. On the other hand, our business is very strong and knows the products. So we were looking for technologies that leverage our backend data and form an integral experience from the frontend to the backend. On the other hand, the front-end systems should be more easy to operate, given the complexity and need to serve a global audience. So cloud was our first choice there.
There was another question on how does it help in the pandemic? Maybe I answered that. So we in InMind we see a huge demand during the current time into bringing digital knowledge out in the market to help sell solutions. There's another question on China and India. how China and India or other Asian countries accept digital sales tools. Maybe Omer, can you or Ariel, can you answer on that?
Yes, so we see across all the digital solutions that we provide in the organization that we get a lot of interest from the Asian market. And for most of the digital solutions that we are trying to adopt in these markets, the acceptance level is very good. And specifically for this solution, we are still on very preliminary stages, so we don't know yet exactly how the adoption level will be, but we expect it to be good.
We can also add that we have a global design center in India that they already start working with it, also for the local market and the other markets that they can support us. So then they very like it and they save a lot of time during the pre-sale process.
Ariel, since you're talking already, can you share a little bit on the accuracy of the solution?
Yeah, sure. The accuracy is the steps. We start, let's say, with not good accuracy, but during the time we understand where is the bottlenecks, where we found non-accuracy quotes, and we understand that every business unit have different design criteria that affect on this accuracy. And that's the reason we do a weekly meeting and fix step by step, product by product, rules by rules in order to achieve this accuracy. Our target is 95% accuracy for every business unit, and we are very close to this.
There's another question on how is the adoption in Australia? I think that's also a very interesting question.
Australia, we just finished the process of the local team, meaning engineering team and the sales team. They're working with the system, and now we start the process of go-to-market through the dealers' sales force. We do it step by step. We choose who is the dealer that will start with this in order to understand that they understand the value proposition of this tool, and not just a tool that they have it on the shelf, tools that they use it. This go-to-market process is leading by the marketing team in Netafim in a very professional way, and help us to do it in the correct way.
Maybe one last question, also very interesting one to both of you. What are the challenges usually that you will face when implementing a digital sales platform in a sales organization? And in addition to that, what were the major concerns of the dealers and the sales team? Very similar.
Ariel, would you like to take this?
Yes. As I said, first of all, with the local team, we understand and we need to know what will be the process when we're going to the go-to-market, let's say. After we stabilize the tool, we see that we have a good result. We see we understand the limitation per business unit. We're coming for a close plan to our dealers, do a training sessions online now because of the pandemic. We cannot do it online. To do it on board there. We do it through the cloud. A lot of meeting. We build a training site that they can enter and see all the tutorial movie. They have question and answers, limitation presentation that helps them, including, of course, a support mail that we commit of a very high SLA by, let's say, 24 hours to back from with answer to our customers. And this is what we need: good support, good training, and understand that your user know your approach and understand that you bring them a very good added value to the business. Omar?
Yeah, I would like to add maybe one word on top of that. In our business, the local market has very unique requirements and demands from our digital solution. It's not one fits all. Because the processes, the business processes are quite different from one market to the other. And for that, we need to have solutions that are very flexible and can be adapted quite easily between the different markets for the different requirements. And in that sense, also the solutions that we got from InMind are supporting us to adapt the systems to each one of the markets.
Okay, I see we have time for really one last question. A very interesting one. What additional infrastructure and resources are required to administrate the system? So since it's cloud, there's no additional infrastructure. Maybe Omer and Ariel, can you tell us a little bit how you administrate the system from a back-end and front-end point of view?
Yes.
Omer first, maybe?
Yeah, so that's true. Once we understood that this is going to be a core competency of our organization, of our offering to the business, we started to build a team around this solution. There is, let's say, two kind of skills that you need. One more on the business side is like an administrator of the system that works together with the business users, handling all the business configuration of the system, the logic, the rules. And on the other hand, you need to have someone in IT. And we also built a team in the IT that is customizing the system together with InMind in terms of the functionality in order to support the different requirements of the different markets.
I can also add that we have a local team in each business unit that actually do a tier 1 support. Meaning get a support ticket from the dealer. If you can support it, meaning update the price, switch product, add new user to the system, they do it. If not, they send this ticket to us, to Netafim, to the corporate. As Omer said, we have the IT person that taking care of the IT issue, and I have my system admin that they're taking care of the business rules and restrictions. And of course, if we have other problem that it's a major issue, we go into the support InMind. We have a very good support there. Less than 24 hours, we got an answer. And I think our dealer have less than 24 hours to answer, and they can continue with their business.
All right. I hope everybody enjoyed our webinar today. Yeah, thanks for joining, and also special thanks to all the people from Netafim who made it happen. Please reach out to us via our website or directly via email, and have a great remaining Thursday and a great weekend ahead. Thank you, everybody. We will distribute the recording within the next 24 hours. Thank you. Bye.